Mabuhay! Great day guys! Welcome to TSA Toy Stash in Action with another toy review, and I'm Ranger Dave, and today we're gonna check out the Ghost Fighter figures from Jakks Pacific. And this is pretty awesome guys because we still have it here, alright? This is actually our vintage set right here, and I'm pretty happy that it's still here, it's still alive, it's just amazing, alright? Because this is one of our favorite animes, Kuwabara, Yusuke, Hiei, and then Kurama. Yeah, so sobrang ganda lang niya talaga. I'm excited to check it out, guys. I am, missing all of their stands, but I know I still kept a few of the stands. We just can't find it right now. But the only accessory that is completely lost is the rose for Kurama, but we have it here, all of it. So I'm gonna show you guys each individual figures, but first take a look on it right here. Yes. Alright guys, so first up on the set that we're gonna check out is Kuwabara. Alright, so this is Kuwabara. I mean, look at that. That is a very nice sculpted Kuwabara right there. So ito siya. Alright, so Kuwabara is like the best friend of Yusuke, and then they go with the same school, they're like high school and stuff, and then he's like like comedic relief throughout the entire anime, but all of a sudden he has like this spirit energy. It's like one of those aura or chakra, if you will, and then he can produce this accessory, which is the spirit sword. Yeah, so ganda. Alright, so this is like just a a sword handle, and then he just produces this spirit energy sword, so that's why he calls it the spirit sword, which is pretty dope. Yeah, because this is what you do. Okay, you just make him hold it, and then he's just using this amazing spirit sword. So if you watch the anime, it could do more than that, just a sword. So I'm not gonna give you any spoilers about it. If you haven't watched it, I really recommend it. It's really a fun and just an enjoyable anime. Yeah, so ang ganda niya. Jakks Pacific actually did a pretty good job on sculpting the entire sculpt of these figures, because I'm not really a big fan of just this basic points of articulation, because you could actually just rotate this, and then you got a hinge here for Kuwabara. Same goes here. You got waist articulation right here, actually legs, and then you got a hinge right there. Basic stuff that you could actually see from these figures, which is actually the basic articulation you see for a vintage figure. Yeah, but I'm really happy because this is actually revolutionary already, when you got this at that this particular timeline. So yeah, this is Kuwabara. I love it. Alright guys, up next is Hiei. We got it here. He is the most epic figure right here. He's actually my favorite figure right here kasi he's all he's more of an action figure kasi gawa ng dito sa articulation niya. I mean, look at the build on it. You can move his head from side to side. You got a hinge right here. Rotate the arms, and very nicely. You got a hinge right here. A single joint at the arms, and then you got these forward, and then you got a hinge at the ankle. So very nice. You got rotation right here at like the boot. So ito yung pinaka articulated figure out of like Kuwabara, if you compare it to Kuwabara's articulation, guys. Alam niyo yun, diba? Pero ang ganda lang, alright. And I love the story about this because his story is like he's an abandoned clan member, and parang Itachi feel kasi he's like an outcast, something like that. And then eventually he's becoming what do you call this, a murderous thug na parang nagsisik ng revenge, something like that. I'm not gonna tell you the entire story because that's gonna be like entire spoiler, so I'm not gonna tell that. But you got the sword, his signature sword. He uses this on most of his battles, and of course this explanation why he has the bandage right here, because he summons the dragon of the darkness flame. So the dragon of the darkness flame is essentially a dragon that consumes everything, because it's like the highest form of the flame, I guess. So every time that I see an anime that they use the black flame, it's like the highest form of flame. So that's basically it. So ganda. Yes. Okay, and next we got Kurama. Yan, ang ganda ng sculpt. So this is the basic, suit that he always uses on the anime. Mostly nakikita ko talaga siya naka-red. I love it that they got it here for the figure. It's really awesome. Now you did notice that he's holding a whip, right? So it's like a vine. This is because the main weapon of this hero, or the main weapon of this particular character, is like a rose, which is wala naming accessory. But the rose turns into a whip, and it's called a rose whip. And look at that, that is pretty epic. And he uses it mostly on battles. I love it. Yeah, so ganyan siya. Now the history on this is more on he's like a demon fox, and then he essentially became a real child on the human world kasi pumasok siya dun sa isang mother. Alright, so that's basically it. Alam mo yun, he became a son to a human. So para siyang Jinjuriki yung naging nanay, something like that. And then, you get the point, right? Like I'm feeling like a little bit of a Naruto feel na this is like a modern version for Kurama kasi if Kurama didn't die in Naruto. Oops, spoiler alert. Anyways, that's it, guys. Alright guys, so lastly but not the least, we got Yusuke Urameshi right here. So this is it, guys, the spirit detective himself. I mean, look at that. He has that signature pose for his ray gun, and that's his spirit gun, and it's just really cool. I love it. And he's actually wearing his signature suit, and so he's mostly having this suit on the entire anime. And there's a another variant version of this wherein he's like on the tournament attire, which is yung parang nakadilaw siya. So that's another figure yan, pero ang ganda rin nun. But this is what we got, and it's still pretty insane. I love this figure yan. So ang articulation niya, basic articulation, you get forward here, back, single joint right here for the hinge. Yan dito sa ankles niya. Yan, gumagalaw siya. Very simple articulation, guys. Yan, really, it's really ugly for articulation. Dun lang talaga sila nag-focus sa one pose sculpt. And I don't really get the point why you just, make all those other points of articulation. But this is it. You gotta love it for a vintage figure. Yusuke doesn't have any accessory but Po. So this is Po. Yeah, so ang ganda. Now Po is actually like an extension of his spirit energy. Yeah, so it's like his spirit animal. Yeah, so this turns into a phoenix. It evolves into a phoenix. It's like a Pokemon, something. Joke lang. But it's basically like a battery for Yusuke, and then he bursts out with spirit energy and stuff. And so maganda siya. Ang ganda kasi meron siya dito. You could put him right there, and they could just stand together. Really fun. Alright guys, so that's my take for the Jakks Pacific Ghost Fighter figures. I love it. They're pretty awesome. They still look good in the shelves. They are pretty old already. These figures are old. I want new updated versions. I think the Yusuke Urameshi, it has like a different updated version. I think he's the only figure that was updated. But other than that, guys, I love these figures. They bring out more of that nostalgic feel within the entire anime. And then if you enjoyed the show, you just gotta love these. You gotta have it. And yeah, I'm still gonna give these figures a 5 out of 5 rating. It's just because of the nostalgic feel out of me. I hope you liked this video, and if you are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to be updated on every new video we have here. That wraps it up, guys. Remember, life is one big collection. Peace out. God bless.